So that was the song Roots by Ode.
Wow. Yeah. Are you going to start Ryan on that or what?
Yeah, so I found this song. I found it on Reddit. It's I think that I found a different song of hers, and then I liked it and kind of went on this entire thing of checking out all of her music. And this was my favorite song of hers from oh, when was it released? It was released in 2018. Yeah, September 2018. And it's just it's such an interesting blend of stuff because it's kind of got like that 80s throwback like pop sort of sound, but it's also like it sounds very fresh too, which I
Yeah, no
like.
doubt there's a massive 80s influence on it. I mean, you're right. It has to me, it had a lot of different sounds in it, right? Like you had those 80s synths during the chorus, you had the muted guitars, which sounded very like West Coast 80s. You also had
Hmm.
the beat was kind of interesting to me. It was like an Afro beat, right? I think that's what I think that's what makes it
Yeah,
weird.
almost a little reggae
Yeah.
inspired.
It's
Yeah,
like you're throwing
exactly. Just the
you
bounce that
throw
it's
this
got.
like
Yeah.
West Coast 80s stuff on top of like Afrobeat. And it's really, yeah, I agree with you. It's a very original sound, you know, very cool.
And that's always one of the things that I like to look for is people who are kind of doing a similar thing to everybody else, but they're making it their own in some way. And I think that that was really what drew me to this because, I mean, there's so many people, especially right now, doing that '80s throwback sound, but this just had something a little different that I was like, ooh, that's all right, that's cool.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, everybody is kind of outplaying the 80s sound right now, even stuff from The Weekend, you know, like The Weekend even has tons of the
Uh
80s,
huh.
synths in there, which is cool. I mean, obviously that is back in style.
Yeah, that entire Blinding Lights record was very '80s
Yes,
inspired.
exactly. But
Same with that Dua Lipa what's that new record called? But that new Dua Lipa
yes, and
record as
I
well.
actually love. I think that was probably produced by Mark Ronson. I think he works with her a lot, and I like his stuff a lot. And he's certainly got that
Yeah.
influence. But I mean, it's kind of been happening, right? Like Bruno Mars did like the '70s, late
Hmm.
'70s stuff, which is now naturally transitioning to the '80s. Kanye West even did 808s and Heartbreak, which was definitely kind of '80s inspired as well, '90s inspired. So
Oh, for
so there's
sure.
been, oh yeah, and Black Eyed Peas did something like that as well, maybe 10 years ago, something like that. So it's creeping in, it's
Hmm.
creeping into the music. But yeah, I didn't find the music that we just listened to, this song Roots, to be, overplayed or, I mean, it really sounded like it could have been out of it could have been Cher. That could have been Cher. I wouldn't have known.
Hmm.
If you told me that was Cher, I would have believed you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
So what's your first tune
So,
gonna be?
So yeah, the first song I selected is actually by a guy that I really have been following for a while. He's a jazz pianist, but he's recently started releasing music under a new alias. So the
Okay.
guy's name, he's going under Chopin, spelled Shopan, which I really think is hilarious. Um, and he did this song with Blue Wednesday. I think it came out. I can check. Bear with me here. I think it came out in February or January. It came out very recently, within the past couple months. These two, Blue Wednesday and
Okay.
Chopin, released an album together. With 7 songs actually. So it's a pretty. I guess that's technically an EP, but it's pretty long for a duo or just to make a collab.
Sure.
But the first song is
Yeah.
called Flashback.